What's going on, everyone? I asked my followers to share their most scary stories with me, and we are gonna go through them together right now. So get spooked. I'm excited. This video is also featuring my dog's butt right there in the corner, because I like to keep it classy on this channel. Leave a like and subscribe, please. All right, so I literally wrote on my Instagram story, tell me the scariest story ever that happened to you, whatever experienced this. These were some of the responses. Someone said, I was married once. Not what I meant, but appreciate the honesty. I got home from work. My dogs were thrilled. I heard the door unlock, so did the dogs. They run to the door, no one should be here. A man tells them, calm down, dogs, calm down. They do. How? I couldn't get them to do that. Thoroughly freaked, I creeped the corner. They are sitting in a circle looking at someone I don't see, someone that isn't there. I can still hear that voice. It's been 13 years. Okay, I am not sleeping tonight. I swear to God, I just had goosebumps and I swear I felt something like blow on the back of my neck. Oh, that story freaked me right the fuck out. Oh my gosh. Honestly, that gave me chills going up my spine. You know when you get like goosebumps and you're like, did something like walk by me? Like I felt it. That is the scariest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Y'all need to get some freaking cleanse that house. You know, with the hot sticks, the essence, what do they use? Ain't no lavender oil gonna fix that ghost, let me tell you. While picking up friend, I saw a silhouette of someone walking up to the window looking out. I called her, letting her know I was outside. And I then knocked on the door to greet my friend. She answered. I told her what I'd seen, thinking it was her. She said it wasn't. I answered, well, it must have been your sister. She said, no, she's in living room with her parents. Absolutely confused, we left, and my friend said she had an aunt pass away in her house, and from time to time, they hear her. So yes, I know what I saw, and that's my story. Have a fantastic week. You too. Whoa. How freaking creepy would that be? You see someone walk up and it's like, oh, it must have been your sister. Nope, it's just my dead aunt. Awesome, great. I wouldn't sleep that night. I would never go to that friend's house ever again. Someone said, for an attendance reward trip pre-COVID, we went to London Dungeons by the London Eye. It was the most terrifying 45 minutes of my life, but we went to McDonald's afterwards, so that made me happier. When in doubt, McDonald's. Every time, I love scary movies, but every time I watch a scary movie, you know that I'm gonna finish it with either watching Hannah Montana or Shrek or something that is happy, because I don't want those demons in my mind before I close my eyes at night. Know what I'm saying? So I get it. I want to go to the London Dungeons by the London Eye. That sounds so creepy and so cool at the same time. This is a bit of a sad story, but also kind of spooky to most. Years ago, my father passed. I'm so sorry for your loss. My family and I usually hear from him over the weekend since my parents were divorced. But the weekend he passed, my mother asked why she hadn't heard from him. I found it weird because on Sundays he calls every evening and I was just on the phone with him. My sister had received a phone call from him as well, and we told her how he talked to us like normal, asking how we were doing and how the weekend went for us, telling us the usual great dad stuff and corny dad jokes. But the following day in the afternoon, my mother calls in from work, finding out from my dad's cousin that he passed away on the Saturday before. My sister had refused to believe it because she spoke to him on Sunday, so it didn't add up to us, but everything came back to us to point out he did pass on Saturday. It was sad and profound experience because we got to speak to him one last time. Wow. I'm like mind blown. Honestly, I have like goosebumps, like a chill went down my spine to think that you got to talk to him one last time. And like no one can sit there and tell your sister that that didn't happen. Wow, my heart. Like you're right, I want to cry. But at the same time, some people would be spooked by it, but to me it's like that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. One time me and my friend were walking back from his place to my place, but during the walk we saw a black feline-ish figure run from the shadows into the light of a parking lot light post, and we couldn't see what it was. All we saw from the darkness was a small cat running our way, and then when it hit the light, it was pure black still. But we could see its outline was bigger and it looked more like a huge human running on all fours. Ew, ew, ew. Completely bald, no fur or hair, but super slender and could run. Like, wow. After we saw it run into the bushes of the school's parking lot, we ran a bit to get away, and when we turned back, we saw from across the four-way intersection we ran across. It was sitting on the hill watching us. I still remember it to this day, how scary it was, because we thought when we ran that it continued on its way, but no, it must have saw us as it bolted by and followed us. I don't know if it knows where I live because we sprinted out of there. That sounds like something you see in a horror movie. Literally, there's something so creepy about crawling. When something comes freaking crawling at you in all fours and it's not an animal, honestly, just take me. I'm not even gonna try to run. I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna get the good Lord take me, because I don't mess with that. Anything that's not an animal and runs and crawls, like fast crawls, there's just something not right about it. That is so scary. Scary story, haunted by something. Moved into a new house Easter of 2002. Over a 2-month period, I saw shadows, heard children's laughter, a bed sheet in place of a bedroom door pushed at my face. Ended when I woke up one night. The skeleton demon thing in a black robe appeared in the hallway and got mad that I saw it. It jumped from a standing position towards my bed and was 1 inch from grabbing my ankle when it disappeared. 2015, new bedroom. Felt this evil presence behind me trying to grab me while I was sitting on my bed. It couldn't. I think my dream catcher tattoo stopped it. Can tattoos do that? Because I'm about to go out right now and get a dream catcher freaking tattoo over my heart. Ain't no demon taking my soul. That's awful. You know, you see movies all the time about haunted houses and we all like to believe they're not real until it freaking happens to one of us. I grew up my entire life being like, I don't believe in ghosts, I don't believe in paranormal, until I've had a few experiences that I just couldn't explain, and I know what I heard and I know what I saw, and it's like, something's fishy going on here. Again, y'all need to sage that freaking house and move to a different country, please. That's terrifying. Scary thing that happened to me, I get episodes of sleep paralysis. One night during my SP, I heard strange dark keyboard music playing as my house shook violently, and I felt a presence around me, and my dog started shaking badly along with me, and felt that presence put a hand on my chest and what felt like a needle to my neck. I began to try and move my body and open my eyes to shadows standing by the window. I blinked and it was gone, and at that moment, the house started shaking once again, came that dark music playing. Wow, y'all are really trying to keep me up tonight. That's terrifying. I've had a few people I know tell me about their experiences with sleep paralysis where you wake up but you can't move and your body's still. I've never ever had that happen, and knock on freaking wood, it never does, because it literally sounds like my worst nightmare. It's like in movies when you're just telling someone like, run away, and they're not moving fast enough and you're like, you just want to escape for them. When I was 6 or 7, I used to sleep with the light on in my bedroom. The night the light switch on my wall switched off, click on its own. I opened my eyes and I seen a silhouette of what looked like a man standing by the light switch. It was looking at me or in the direction for a few seconds and vanished. I thought it might have been in my mind as I was sleepy. When I got the internet, I found out about shadow people and pissed my pants knowing other people experienced something akin to mine, seeing pictures similar to what I seen. Do I want to Google shadow people right now? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. But you know what? I will put it on the screen and I will Google it later when I'm editing, because right now I'm too in my head after all these stories and I'm gonna get freaked out. Okay? Terrifying. I once watched Candyman, was so scared I was afraid to watch in the mirror. Oh yeah, I did that as a kid, that whole Candyman thing and the whole Hail Mary thing where you'd go in the bedroom or the bathroom mirror and you try to make them appear by doing this weird chant thing. I did all that as a kid. Hell no, would I do that as an adult knowing what could happen? All right, guys, well, those are some scary, terrifying, horrific nightmare stories from my followers. If you guys have your own scary story, write it in the comments below. It might be featured in my part 2. If you want to partake in these Ask Your Audience videos, make sure you follow me on Instagram, like, subscribe, do all the things, keep hanging out with me. Stay safe out there, y'all. I'm gonna go watch some Hannah Montana or something because it's all in here. And I can't go to bed tonight knowing what happened to y'all, okay?